Hi there, I'm David.
And I'm Con. Welcome back for another episode of Camera Peeps. David, what are we talking about today?
Well, today I'd like to talk about recycling and repurposing older equipment. Yep. And today I'm singling out Portabrace equipment. Mm-hmm. Now, because there's new products coming out all the time, and Portabrace, a fantastic company, been around for years, and they accommodate all these companies that keep making new cameras and recorders and things. But what can happen is some of the older stuff gets left on the shelf, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
They're very well made bags, aren't they? They've got the best reputation. I mean, they were one of the first companies to make bags for, even I remember Umatic.
Yeah,
Portabrace.
I think there's one out the back here.
Oh, you've got one of those?
Yeah, I've got something that's over 30 years old, yeah.
So they've been around a long time,
and I can tell you that their stuff does last.
There you go. Yeah.
So this particular model is a MX24. This was for a mixer.
Yep.
And I think most of the sound recordists have moved up because of the bigger sound devices, recorders, and they slot in their radio mics, etc. So look.
So that fitted like a 2-channel mixer, I think.
Pretty sure that was it. Yeah. But what it does for me is I've used this to put a distribution amplifier. So moving out of the audio department, this is now in the camera department, and I've put a distribution amplifier in here. And because of the access, the flaps on the side, I can basically I use this particular one for the Sony A7S. So I convert the HDMI. The HDMI goes into the distribution amplifier that side, comes out SDI this side. So that's fantastic because.
So are you powering that with a V-lock, I see?
I put a V-lock in there. There isn't one in there at the moment, but I put a V-lock in there, and of course that runs the whole day.
So was that the whole idea of putting it in the bag? You have the battery and the
self-contained.
Yeah, self-contained.
Yeah, and I usually do that the night before the job. And so on the job in the setup, all I do is just switch it on basically.
That's fantastic. That's a really good use of that bag. What's in this other bag?
Okay, this one is a MOTC7WM, and I believe this was for a field monitor.
Yep.
And I got this at a good price, and I use this to for all my bits and pieces, for mounting the mini cams and GoPros and things. So I know that's there, but it is an old monitor bag. I won't pull it apart because everything will fall out.
Yep.
But that was another thing that was sitting on the shelf, and I got these things at a good price.
That's fantastic.
Which is also good, but it'd just be a waste for this stuff to end up at the tip or the recycle depot. Yeah. So I think this is a really good use for this.
So basically we want to alert people to deals that might be out there. There might be Portabrace bags, for older model equipment that are no longer really selling, that you might be able to find in stores or online and repurpose them. They're really well-made, stitched bags.
Yeah, well here in Melbourne, DB Audio,
yep,
who I deal with, so they gave me a good deal on these, and he was happy.
That's where you got these ones from?
That's where I got these from, but this is because they're dated on the inside, so this was made in 2005.
Oh wow.
By Pam, so I'm not sure if
Hi Pam.
Hi Pam, if you're still working there.
Yeah.
And what would have happened to this?
Exactly.
It would have got shredded or something. This one's nearly 10 years old. This one's, actually it's coming up to 10 years old. This is 2008. What would have happened to this, And then I've got one more.
This is impressive.
This one is, it's called a BK3 backpack. And I use this to put my micro jib and remote pan tilt head in, and
wow. So you can carry a whole mini jib in that.
Yeah. So this has got the mini. That's got the dumbbell weight, all the cables that I need, all the accessories that I need, and I can walk to a with that setup there with the A7S and the jib. I can sort of park the car and then walk into remote locations and still get those jib shots.
That's amazing. But that's a bag that you've repurposed to carry your mini jib. But I mean, that's pretty heavy stuff. I mean, you've got the dumbbell, you've got the mini jib that's folded up. You need a bag that's going to be able to last and not get ripped after 1 or 2 uses.
Correct.
So is that bag good enough for the purpose?
I reckon it's pretty good. And I mean, just all those Portabrace features, you know, the flaps that conceal, you know, the shoulder straps, etc. You know, they're nice designs, and you know, the lugs to sort of hang things off.
Yeah,
so
they're very well thought out,
Yeah.
sort of manufactured bags. Yeah.
yeah.
Great. We'll catch you next time on Camera Peeps.